What's going on, my UCHIHAS and UCHICAS, and welcome back to another Boruto anime review. Today we're going to be discussing episode 11, The Shadow of the Mastermind. So basically it starts off with the whole class basically going to the hospital after class rep like nearly lost her life in the previous episode. So the whole class is around her explaining what's going on, and she's basically saying the only reason why she's alive is because Naruto basically saved her. And Shino took it kind of hard because he kind of thought it was his fault, being that he was the one with the idea of giving him work experience. But so after a little while, Boruto actually enters, and he starts getting kind of hard on himself because he feels that it's his fault. I mean, which is kind of cool because we never really see Boruto take up responsibility for anything, but really someone from his class could have lost their life. So it was kind of nice to see Boruto taking up that initiative and being a little bit more responsible with his actions. I mean, he's still a bitch, but it was nice to see him growing just a bit. It was nice. He was kind of saying if he didn't deliver the mail the other day so carelessly, him, Shikadai, and Minsky, they would have more time to patrol and basically hunt the ghosts. But being that, I mean, yeah, that's true, but at the same time, I mean, how would he know the ghosts would appear at the water plant? So anyway, I mean, after that, the boy Naruto kind of arrives, and he wanted to show Boruto what's kind of going on behind the scenes. So he kind of drags him by his ear and show him that this guy has been like literally drained of all his chakra. Like, this guy looks like a freaking mummy. Like, it is bad. Like Boruto said Naruto basically said that basically this is not kids play. Like, it's time for the grown-ups to take over. Boruto, he feels that his dad's not really being fair, not really treating him as an adult. And Naruto said, basically, you don't know the horrors, you don't know the horrors of war, which really touched me. I was like, oh man, Neji, rest in peace to the boy Neji. But so after a while, Shino, yeah, that's right, Shino came in and basically told them, maybe we need to start treating kids like an adult. Maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let Boruto kind of investigate this one. So I mean, which is kind of odd because like Naruto actually kind of agrees with Shino. I mean, Shino has always been kind of more wiser than Naruto, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's just trusting him as a friend or what. But anyway, that just seemed kind of weird to me. So the boys basically go back on patrol, kind of fix everything that was going on with the mail patrol they were doing the other day. So the guy actually, he gave them a second chance to go out and deliver the mail properly, and which they kind of basically did. So and then it kind of flipped over to where Sai's actually still investigating this case too, because there was actually another incident in the of course they found the little leaf, which kind of meant it was kind of the Hashirama cell. Sai's in this almost like this lab, kind of looking over all of this data, and Naruto came behind him and said, it's don't push yourself too hard. And Sai's like, if this is connected to the foundation, whoever this is, he wants to help him get out, like he got out. He doesn't want them to be in that same prison like he was. So I was like, that's kind of true. Like, big ups to Sai. He's actually wanting to help whoever is doing this, instead of really kind of like punishing them. So I mean, like, Sai's got a good heart. He's really changed over Shippuden. I mean, because when he first came in, it's kind of bland and boring, but he has some real depth to him now. So it was good to see that. So after that, after the boys got done delivering the mail, they went back to the post office and basically conjure up this plan of catching these ghosts. And the other classmates from Boruto's class, Rock Lee, Chocho, everyone else, all the rest of them, they came in and say, they want to help, catch this, this kind of ghost person too. And so they made this plan to, basically scour the whole village. And while they're doing this, the actual head guy, the head postman, he actually got possessed by that whole ghost thing. And so basically it was all like this trap, and yeah, it was all like this trap. And because whoever was doing this believed that the group actually went to discard the globe, and we finally get to see who this villain is. It's this it's almost like this bug man with the mask. It was very cool. But I'm gonna give my theory on who this could be, a little bit later. But basically, yeah, they kind of made him, fall into this trap that they kind of set for him. And basically, this was kind of interesting because this villain who was manipulating the head, postman, he was using this like almost like this jutsu that kind of like swooshes out paper, kind of like it kind of reminded me of that Akatsuki member. I can't remember her name, but the one who's Jiraiya's student. I can't remember her name right now, but she was Jiraiya's student, and she could also like manipulate paper and like kind of turn herself kind of like almost like paper and kind of like dissolve herself out, so to speak. But basically after defeating this villain, they kind of basically lost him in like this tunnel, and he actually came in contact with Minsky, and Minsky just kind of, I don't know if he let him go or what, but it was just kind of awkward because they kind of just stared at each other for a while, and they didn't really do anything. And the villain, like, he started to back away into the darkness, and I guess just ran off. But I don't know, if they're working together or what, but I don't know, it seemed kind of fishy. So I mean, but basically, after they kind of lost track of this villain, they actually kind of stayed and helped out and got the place cleaned up. So I mean, again, it was nice to to see them kind of grow up just a bit in this episode, just a bit. And at the this very end, like, we got almost like a glimpse of this like almost creature. It looks like a lion, like a white almost lion with this glowing eyes. I mean, excuse me. But I don't know. I mean, that was basically the episode in a nutshell. But who I think this is, well, I mean, I don't think this is anyone like in the series, but I think this villain who we saw in here today was part of a very specific could it be part of a very specific clan, because when you watch this episode, you notice that this guy, he manipulates the shadow and he kind of casts the shadow onto someone else, possessing them. Now who does that kind of remind you of? Someone who can manipulate shadows to control someone's actions. That's right, you might say Shikamaru, and I'm thinking this guy might be part of the Nara clan from Shikamaru's clan. I don't know, that's just my theory. He could be someone from that clan, or just could be someone with with just forbidden jutsu. But I don't know. I mean, it seems kind of iffy that he can kind of do a little bit of what Shikamaru can do. I mean, granted, I mean Shikamaru's jutsu doesn't really drain people of their actual chakra; it just kind of possesses them. So again, this could be some forbidden jutsu that could be in the Nara clan. Again, I don't know. This is all just speculation. But guys, that's basically been Boruto episode 11 in a nutshell. There was a little bit of more stuff that kind of happened, but I mean, it wasn't really too much important, so I just kind of breezed over it. But yeah, guys, I can't wait for episode 12. After like what 5-6 episodes, like this is starting to get good. Like, I mean, because this has been dragging on a little bit too long, I feel. But nevertheless, I mean, I'm actually excited for Boruto now. Like, it's crazy. I mean, I don't like Boruto, but I'm excited for the series. So guys, if you enjoyed this review, please make sure to smash that like button. And this has been your boy, the Apex Uchiha, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.